Morning, everybody, and welcome to today's lesson, Thursday, the 16th of September. The screen you're looking at is actually yesterday's lesson screen, but I just want to go over a few things that I put on it yesterday. Please don't forget to come and meet me at 12:30 today. That's Thursday. And then I can answer some questions and just make sure you're okay. And if you've already talked to me this week, I can probably let you go quite quickly, but I do want to catch up with everybody and make sure you are understanding what you need to be doing to get ready for exams in week 10. Okay, so yesterday I asked you to look at a list of examination questions, and I'm going to click on here to get them. And these were the questions that I put up for you to think about yesterday, because one of the skills that you need to have when you approach your exam essays is choosing a good question and understanding that question so that you can answer it fully. So the first thing I wanted you to do was highlight the key words, and this was my example. Analyze. It's always there, so it's not a keyword. Remember, the keywords equals the words which are unique to that question, which means that they're not in every other question, and those are the things that the question, who, remember, you is your boss, you have to be the slave of the question. Those are the things that you have to write about, the keywords. So this example here, the ending, analyze how the ending of the text reinforced or challenged your understanding of one or more ideas. So there are three parts to that question. The first part is the ending. So your whole essay has to be about the ending. You don't write about the beginning at all if you are answering that question. So this is not going to be a good question for you to choose for his first ball, because it's a short story. You need to be able to write about the whole story. Similarly, you shouldn't choose a question which is about the beginning, because the ending of the short story is important as well, because that's when we see that Tuta begins to have some fun, and it's not just a bad experience for him. Okay, let's look at the second part of the question. Reinforced or challenged your understanding. If you don't even really understand what those words mean, it doesn't matter, because it just means helps our understanding to grow or to change or to develop. And there are lots of questions like that. And as you can see, there's another one down here. Two more, in fact. Analyze how specific events reinforced your understanding. Okay, so that's the same word. That just means makes it stronger. This one, analyze how language features were used to deepen your understanding. That just means make your understanding deeper, better. Same thing. It's the same thing. So many questions have that in them. And then finally, one or more ideas. Does that mean you only write about one? No. You can write more than one. Do you have to write more than one? No. You can write one. So our theme for his first ball is going outside our comfort zones can help us grow. Now, this is a good first theme if you want to do both the red sari and his first ball, and I'm going to explain a little bit why in a minute. Let's just look quickly at the keywords for these questions. We'll do them really fast. One or more important events is the first keyword, and then influence a change in a character. That means you have to show how one event made a change in a character. So you could do that for Tuta, because the event is being invited to the ball, and he changes because he learns all these new things and he gains confidence. Number 2, the author's purpose. How was it revealed? And you have to write about expected or unexpected events. Those are the 3 parts. So some questions only have 2. These are really divided in 2, but many have 3 areas in a question you have to talk about. The author's purpose. The author's purpose means showing us an idea. So that really means theme. That means our theme of going outside your comfort zone can make you become a more confident person, can challenge you and help you grow. Was revealed just means was shown. How did the author show this? And expected or unexpected events? Well, that just means any events, because an event is either expected or unexpected, but you have to use this word, and this would be a good question for us to do for his first ball, because the unexpected, his invitation to the ball was an unexpected event. So I think this would be my first choice. Remember, I asked you to put a number by whichever one you thought was the best answer for you to choose for this exam. There are lots of good ones here, but I could put 1 by that one. Let's look at number 2. Analyze how ideas. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I don't want to put how on there. Never mind, I'll put that. How ideas were presented to be thought-provoking and relevant. Thought-provoking and relevant. So what does that mean? Oh, it's not working for me. I'm sorry. Thought-provoking and relevant. That means makes you think about something, and relevant means it's still useful to think about it now, today. So you would have to say it was useful to think about today how going outside our comfort zones can help us grow. So that's also a good question, actually. I'm going to put 2 there. Here's question 4, specific events. So what does that mean? Reinforced your understanding. So the second part is reinforced your understanding of 1 or more ideas. So again, this has got 3 parts to it. You already know what that means. It just means, oh, that's not the right place. The 3 parts. You already know what reinforced your understanding means. 1 or more ideas is our same theme. Specific events just means any event. So you can write about the example of Tuta receiving an invitation, or you could talk about it, him going to the ball. That's an event. An event is something that happens. So this is also a good question. Finally, number 5, analyze how language features. So language features were used to deepen your understanding. Deepen your understanding of a theme. So these are your 3 parts. Language features, which means simile or metaphor or hyperbole, were used to deepen your understanding. We know what that means, and we know what theme is. So those are the keywords for these 5 questions, and this also is a possible one to answer. There are many questions on this page that would be good to answer for our text. However, in most of your exams, there won't be so many that are good, because there are often questions that are much harder. There are setting questions or structure questions and you don't want to choose those. Okay, so we're now going to move to the exemplar that I posted up. And the way you do that is to go to the GrammarNet page. There's the Zoom box for you to which you will use later this morning or this afternoon to connect with our Zoom session. You will press on join, but at the bottom here are these folders. So in the Redarsari folder, here is an exemplar essay for both short stories. Now, you will see that this young man answered the question, analyze how one or more conflicts were used to give the reader a message. And I will just talk you briefly through what he does, which is very good. He has 1, 2, 3 body paragraphs and a conclusion. Everything that is highlighted in yellow are the keywords and the answers to his keywords. Conflicts, walk out of his comfort zone, leave his comfort zone. He has used the same theme that I am suggesting that you use. And you can see that those keywords are throughout the whole essay, at the beginning, especially in your point sentence and your linking sentence. Okay, he also uses language features well. So he puts his hyperbole in here. This is the one that the writer uses hyperbole to show us that Tuta is confused by all the different knives and forks. Utensils he must know how to do. And then he explains that. This is the analysis section. I didn't actually mark it as A, but that would be A. We know that there are not thousands of utensils on the table, but the exaggeration helps us understand that Tuta feels there are too many things to learn. That is the effect of the hyperbole. That is what is important for you to put in your essay. You quote your quote, and you also put the analysis of the effect of the language feature, and then finally you finish your paragraph with a linking sentence with the key words. So just about the way you use both questions. He's just done an introduction including both questions, both stories in here, and he does 2 body paragraphs on his first ball and 2 different language features. He uses listing for the second body paragraph. For his final body paragraph, his third one, he uses the Redarsari story. And you can do that because the theme, main idea, the author's purpose is very similar. It is the same. Because if you remember in the Redarsari, the man in the taxi learns a lesson. He is made to feel uncomfortable by his own feelings. He wants the car to move. He doesn't want to have to give any money, because if he gives money to one beggar, then he will have to give money to lots of beggars. He just wants the car to move so he can leave the problem behind. And he's ashamed of his feelings because he knows that that's not good enough. He should be doing something more. And this teaches him an important lesson, that actually people should be caring about the poor and the people in the world who do not have enough. So it's the same theme. And then he uses a hyperbole again for the third paragraph, which is fine because it's a different story. He also uses repetition and minor sentences. So it's a good essay. Read it through thoroughly to yourself and you will be able to understand how to answer 2 different questions. Okay, that's enough from me. I look forward to seeing you at 12:30 today. Bye.